Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. So for today we are going to start the commands available for the directories. Okay, so today we'll be briefly discussing about the three different commands. Those are mkdir to create the directory or directories, and cd changing the directory, and rmdir remove the directory, and the various options applicable to each of the command. Okay, so let's start with the mkdir. Okay, so mkdir is for the making the directory. So before starting, let me show you uh, on my screen. I can show you where am I actually. So pwd print working directory, so it shows I am inside the home and inside the Phoenix. I'll quickly show you guys. Okay, yes, so home inside Phoenix, this is where the currently the Unix prompt is showing, right? So I'm here. So since I'm here, I can get access to all of these things, right? So if you want to see, yesterday we have seen, right? This is the command. If you say ls hyphen a, so what it will do, it will list out all the directories and the files including the empty files. If you see, these are the empty files, right? They are starting with the dot, and by default Unix creates or the Linux creates two default directory. Those are dot and double dot. Okay, so we have seen this one. So now if you see, these are the content inside the home slash Phoenix directory. This is the content. So now we are going to the mkdir command. Okay, we are going to use this one, mkdir. So now you have to say what is the name of the directory you want to create. So let me say, I'll say test1. Okay, and then hit enter. So now you want to verify. Okay, you have created a directory successfully, but there is no message here, right? So you want to verify whether that directory got created or not. So for that, ls hyphen a, sorry, a, hit enter. Now if you see, there is test and test1, right? That's what we have created, test1, right? So here you can see the test1 is created. Now if you go here and see, the test1 directory is created. Okay, and it's an empty directory because we don't have any content inside the test1. This is the new directory we created with the help of the mkdir command. Okay, so let's go to the note. Okay, and then so we'll explore few of the options applicable to this mkdir, right? So if we say hyphen b is for verbose. Okay, if we say mkdir hyphen v. Okay, so now I want to create another directory. Suppose I want to create test2. Hit enter. Here you can see, it gives you the description, created directory test2. How to verify? ls hyphen a. If you want to see all the content, otherwise you can type ls. Okay, so here you can see test2 is created. If you go to the folder, you can also see the test2 is created, right? Yes. Okay, so this is like how we are going, this is how we created single directories, right? So suppose I want to create multiple directory in the single command. Okay, so for that I can use the mkdir with hyphen v. Like this is for the verbose, it will display the message whether it created the directory or not, and then we have to mention the name of the directory with the space. Okay, so let's see that how to do that. So mkdir hyphen v. So let me type test3, test4, test5, and hit enter. So what is the output? mkdir created directory test3, mkdir created directory test4, mkdir created directory test5. If you hit ls, you can see test3, test4, test5, they all got added. If you go to the Phoenix and see, test3, test4, test5. These all directories got created, and these are all empty directories, right? Because we don't have any content inside them. So these are all empty directories. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the next command. Okay. Next option actually with the mkdir, we can use -p. Okay. So this p is nothing but the parent. Okay. So here what we are trying to achieve, suppose you want to create one parent directory, and then inside the parent directory you want to create another subdirectory, and inside that subdirectory you want to create one more subdirectory. So in order to achieve this one, we have a option called -p. If you use that with -p and you use slash for the each directory, then you can see first the directory 1 will be get created. Inside directory 1, directory 2 will be created, and inside directory 2, directory 3 will get created. Okay. So let's see mkdir -p. Okay. So let me say dir1 slash dir2 slash dir3, hit enter. Okay. So here let's see ls command. You can see the dir1 is created. So let's go to the folder and say directory 1 inside dir2 and dir3. So with the help of the p command, we are able to create the multiple subdirectories, right? So one parent directory and one child directory, and then for that child directory, grandchild directory, right? This is how the option p works. Okay. So now coming to the user permissions, right? So when you create a directory, that time you can define what is the user permission or the group permission or the other permission you want to give. Okay. So that option is also applicable, or available to us with mkdir with the help of the m option. Okay. So let's see. So let me show you one sample directory. So suppose this test5. Okay. ls hyphen ld test5. So what it is going to do, ls hyphen l, it gives the long listing format for that files. Okay. So since we are working with the directories, instead of ls hyphen l, you have to type ls hyphen ld. So what it is going to do, it is going to give the long listing format for that directory. So if you see here, by default, okay, whatever the folder is getting created, they have the some default permission assigned to them. Okay. So the first one is like d, so it's a directory, and for the user or the owner has read, write and execute access. Okay. And then for the group we have read, and we don't have any write access, and we have only execute access. Similarly, for others, we have only read access, no write access, and execute access. So this is the default access what is given when you create a directory. So we can modify this behavior. Okay. So let's say I want to give all the access to all the groups, like to the user, group, and other. Right. For all of them, I want to give rwx. Okay. So there is an option called as the -m, as I told you. Okay. So here what we can do, let's see, mkdir -m. Okay. So here you say a equals to, the a stands for all. All means user or owner, then group and other. Okay. So a equals to, I will say rwx. Okay. So I want to give read permission as well as the write permission as well as the execute permission to all, like user or owner, group and other. All of them are going to have the read, write and execute permission. Okay. So now I'll give the directory name test6, hit enter. Okay. So now let's see ls hyphen ld test6, what it gives. Can you see the output now? Here first one is the directory, and then rwx for the user or owner, for then group rwx, and then for other rwx, right? So all of them got the same permission, rwx, read, write and execute. And it is also possible like you want to give some specific permission to someone, right? For the user or the owner you want to give only read permission. Suppose you want to give a owner only read permission, right? That is most likely not going to happen, but suppose you want to give this kind of the configuration, right? So suppose I want right, so user to have the read permission, then group to have write permission, and other to have the execute permission, you can give, right? So I have listed out few of the examples here. So if you see like this one, right? So if we execute this command, what will happen? Okay, so it will create a directory with the name dir21 and assign the other the execute permission only. Okay, so now let's assign the execute permission to other. Do we have the execute permission to other by default? If you see, yes, execute permission is assigned. So let's give write permission. Okay, by default only read and execute permission is there, right? So let's give the write permission as well. Or only give the write permission. Let's see. So mkdir hyphen m, then o equals to, so o means other, right? So for other I want to give write permission. Okay, and here I'll say test 5 and 6, let's create 7. Okay, so now ls hyphen ld test 7. Let's see. So if you see here, right? Yeah, here you can see it has the other, right? Other has only write permission, read permission is not there, and execute permission is also not there, right? So you guys are getting what I'm trying to say, and just follow me closely. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, and similarly, this is the exercise we did, right? So create a directory and assign the right permission to the group. Okay, and one more thing. So all equals to RWX. This is already we have seen, right? When you say A stands for all. If you want to give any permission to user or owner, you say U. Okay. You want to give any permission to group, you say G equals to RWX or RW or RX or X or R or W, whatever you want to specify. Similarly, for other, you specify O equals to something, whatever option you want to give. Okay, so this was all about the mkdir make directory. Okay, so these are the few of the options applicable, and this is also important from the interview point of the view. They might ask you this option P, how to create the parent and the subdirectory in the single command, right? So you can say hyphen P, then directories names separated by the slash. Okay, and they might ask like I want to create a directory and I want to assign this particular file permission, this particular permission to this particular user or group or other. I want to give user as user like read, write and execute. How will you do that? So for that we have this option hyphen m option, right? With the help of the m option we can do that. And how to see the complete permissions for a particular directory? For that we need to create ls hyphen ld. This is the command. Okay, ls hyphen l is only for the files. Since we are working with the directory, we have to type ls hyphen ld. Okay, so it lists out the permission for the specific directory. So you guys are clear till now? So now we'll move to the cd command. The cd command is nothing but the change directory. Okay, so before going to this cd command, I want you to understand two important concepts. One is the absolute path, another one is the relative path. Okay, so what is absolute path and what is a relative path? Okay, if the path starts from the root directory, then it is known as the absolute path. Okay, and if the path starts from the current directory, then it is known as the relative path. Okay, so let me show you the example. Okay, so I'm in the home. Okay, CJ. So this is the root folder. Okay, So this folder is nothing but the root folder of the Linux. Okay, so inside this root folder I have so many different other folders are applicable, right? So let me suppose I want to go to home, Phoenix, directory 1, directory 2, directory 3. Okay, so then what I will say, I'll say cd, then I'll give the entire path like this. Okay, if I give entire path like this, what happens? So from the what is the Linux terminal is going to do, it is going to execute that command and it is going to move to the directory 3. Okay, but here if you see, we are giving the root folder and then home and then the Phoenix and then the directory 1 and directory 2 and directory 3. This is the step by step we are instructing the terminal to travel. So first go to the root folder, that is the slash, and then go to the home and then to the Phoenix, then to the directory 1, then to the directory 2, then to the directory 3. So our starting point is nothing but the slash or the root directory. So that's why it is called as the absolute path and relative path. Suppose I'm at the directory 2 and I want to go to the directory 3. So here I can say cd dir 3. So I can directly go. I am not mentioning from the starting, from the root. Okay. So we'll see the example. Okay. So you guys will be more clear when we do the example. Okay. So using cd we can move to the different directory, cd slash move to the root directory. Okay. So it doesn't matter wherever you are, okay, in the directory system. Let me see, if you want to go to the root directory, just say cd slash, let me type pwd. Okay, I'm inside home and Phoenix. So let me cd, let me see what other folders are available inside the Phoenix. If you see ls, let me try the ls. Okay, so directory 1 test. Okay, I'm interested to go to the directory 1. So now I'm inside the Phoenix, right? So now I want to move to the directory 1. What I will write, cd dir 1, right? If you go and see the Phoenix, so inside the Phoenix we have these many directories. So to any directory I can travel just by mentioning the name. I can only travel to the directories which are present here. Okay, I cannot go to any other directory because I'm in the Phoenix. To the Phoenix, these are the list of the directories available. I can only go to those directories. So now I'll say I want to go to cd dir 1. So now you can see here tilde symbol slash dir 1. Now if I use pwd command, it will show me, okay, you are inside the home, inside the Phoenix and inside dir 1, right? So can you guys tell me like which path I used here? Is it absolute or relative? This is relative, right? This is not absolute because I didn't write from the root folder cd slash, then this is the one, right? Cd slash, then home, then Phoenix, then dir1. If I would have written that one, then you would have told like, okay, that is the absolute path we are using here. But here I'm just mentioning the name of the immediate subdirectory. So this is the relative path. Okay, so suppose now you guys know inside the directory 1 we have one more directory called the directory 2, and inside directory 2 we have one more directory called the directory 3. So how to go to the directory 3? So I can say, so okay, let's go to the root folder first. So how to go to the root folder, I told cd, then you have to use slash. If you hit enter, now you can see here this is the slash, this is nothing but the root folder. So if I type pwd, it shows the root folder. Ls, you can see all this information, right? So this is nothing but the root folder. This is the folder here, right? Bin dev, etc, home, lib, sbin, tmp, user, var, all these things should be present in the output here. Okay, so we are here, right? So now where I want to go, I want to go to the home. Okay, if I type cd, I'll say, okay, cd home, okay, then slash Phoenix. Inside the Phoenix I want to go to the dir1, okay, and then I want to go to the dir2, okay, then I want to go to the dir3, okay. So if I write that, what happens, right? So what I'm saying, I want to, okay, so let me try this one, hit enter, okay. So now pwd, so you are right now inside the directory 3, okay. So let me show you, cd dot dot, cd dot dot is used to go to the one level up, like I'm in the directory 3, I want to go to the directory 2, I'll write cd dot dot, hit enter. Now you can see, right, I'm inside directory 1, directory 2. Again I want to go one step back, cd dot dot, so now I'm inside directory 1. So now I want to write a absolute path to go to the directory 3. So how can I write? So from this directory 1 I'll try cd, okay, so slash home, right, home is there, and inside home I have the Phoenix, and then I have dir1, right, inside Phoenix I have dir1 slash dir2 slash dir3, okay. So whenever you are giving the absolute path, okay, so that time it doesn't matter wherever you are, okay, you will navigate to the destination. So now hit enter. So now if you see, I came to the directory 3. From the directory 1, if I would have given the relative path, then I would have given like slash dir2 slash dir3, right, but I given the absolute path starting from the root node, and I navigated to directory 3. So let's quickly see pwd. So here you can see I'm inside the directory 3. So hope you guys are enjoying the session, right? If you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments, okay. So cool. Cd dot dot also we did. Okay, so the directory having space in the name, okay. So how to create a directory having the space in its name? So we are saying, right, this one, test1, test2, test3, test4, these are single word, right? When you have the directory with the space in between, in that time what we need to do, we need to write like this, mkdir hyphen v. I want to see if mkdir was able to create or not, okay, directory. So let's see, test directory with a space, okay, directory. So you know, right, if I don't give the code, if I give mkdir hyphen v test directory, so you have seen here, right, and before when I give the multiple words separated by the space, it considers them as a single directory to be created. So if I give like this, what it is going to do, without the code, it is going to create two directory, one is for test, one is for the directory, okay. So now if I give within the single code, what happens, right, created the directory test directory. Now let's go and see whether we have a test directory created or not. Yeah, inside dir2, dir3, see test directory, and there is a space in between, right? Cool. Similarly, when you want to navigate, you want to give the code as well, right? So cd, now if you hit tab, it will give like this. So either you can write like this, like test slash, okay, slash is considered as the escape sequence, so escape the next space. So now in between the test and directory there is a space, right? So I'm saying test and escape the next space, okay. So then directory, so go to this directory, or otherwise if I, now I am inside the test directory, so let me give you another way to navigate, okay. Now I came back to the directory 3, then I'll say cd quote, okay, test directory, right, and now no need to give slash, hit enter. So now I came inside the test directory, right? These are the two ways how we can do. So if you use tab, the system will by default give something like this with escape sequence, and if you are using the quotes, you can directly mention the name with the space. It will directly switch to that directory. So cool guys. Okay. So the now the next one is the remove directory. Okay. So how to remove a directory? For that we have a command called as the rmdir. Okay. So this rmdir command is used to remove the directory. And there is one condition: if you want to remove a directory with the rmdir command, the directory should be empty. Okay. If the directory has some content or files, then it cannot be deleted with rmdir command. Okay. So okay. So we created a bunch of directories here. So let's delete few of them. Okay. So Phoenix, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Test 1 to test 7 we can delete. Okay. So first let's start with the rmdir hyphen b dir name. Okay. So suppose I want to delete rmdir hyphen b for verbose, right? I want to see what action it did to that particular directory. So let's delete test 1. Okay, hit enter. Sorry, test 1 is not there. Test 1 is there, right? Oh sorry, I need to go to that directory first, right? I am inside the test directory, so I cannot access inside the test directory. Whatever file or the folder is present, I can access those only, right? If we see ls, what is there inside? Nothing, right? Test directory is empty. So now I have to go to the where I need to go to the Phoenix, right? Home slash Phoenix. So let me try cd. I'll try the absolute path. Okay. Slash, okay, home slash Phoenix, enter. So now pwd, where am I? I'm inside the Phoenix. So now let's see, make use of the rmdir command. So rmdir hyphen v test 1. Okay, enter. Removing directory test 1. So now ls, see the test 1 is present. No, dir 1 test, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, test 6, test 7. The test 1 is deleted. Okay. So similarly, if you want to delete the multiple directories, you give the directories name with the space in between, multiple directory name, right? So let's try that one as well. So if you see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are there. So let me delete few of them. rmdir hyphen v test 2, test 3, test 4. Hit enter. Okay. So now if you see, so test 2, test 3 and test 4 all are removed, right? So let me go and show you. Here you can see test 2, test 3, test 4 all are removed. Only 5, 6, 7 left. Okay. So now coming to the next command. Yes, this is one of the important command. Okay. So hyphen p. Okay. So like here we have used hyphen p, right? Do you guys remember? To create the multiple to create the parent directory and the subdirectory. Similarly, to delete the subdirectory and then its parent directory, we can use rmdir hyphen p. Okay. So let's see how it happens. So if you see, here we have directory 1, directory 2, directory 3, and then test directory, right? This is the folder structure. So let's go. I want to delete directory 1, directory 2, directory 3 and test directory. Let me try rmdir hyphen p. Okay. So dir 1 slash dir 2 slash dir 3 slash test directory. Okay. So I want to delete all of them. So let's hit enter. Yes. Now ls. what we are getting, you can see the dir1 is removed now. If you go the test directory, it is not able to find because it is not at all present. We deleted them, right? If you see dir1 is not present, so dir1 slash dir2 dir3 and test directory, everything got deleted, right? So how does it delete? You know, right? I already told it cannot delete the directory which has some content. If a directory has another directory, that second the another directory is also content for the parent directory, right? In that case we cannot delete the parent directory. So this rmdir -p command, what it does, it goes to the submost directory and try to delete that directory first, and then it goes to the parent directory and delete that. So in this case, first the test directory will get deleted, and then the dir3, then dir2, and then dir1 is getting deleted. Okay, cool. Cool. So that's all for this session, guys. So tomorrow we'll go over this file related commands, like we going through the directory related commands. Similarly, we'll go through the file related commands. Okay, so hope you guys are enjoying my session. If you guys are enjoying, just subscribe to my channel. Okay, and yes, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Thank you. Bye.